Edge Nation, this is your man CitizenEdge coming through with another video.
AR block 40, boy, I keep it on me. You don't want no smoke, keep it peaceful, homie. I'm tryna draw some game, put my people on it. Gotta protect my family, I can't leave them lonely. Boy, I keep it on me.
This is your concealed carry headquarters. We're practical and not tactical. And also, we're always packing. Don't get it twisted. This is the battlefield, this is real life, I'm out and about. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you select the notifications for all so that when I upload a new video, you'll be the very first one to get your word out, get your idea out, to get your inquiry or concern answered. Not only by myself, but by many people who have just as much experience or if more experience than I do. Take advantage. There's no better advantage than having a weapon on your side. Having 2 or 3. As California, we're allowed up to 3 concealed carry weapons on us at any given moment, on our person. I plan on adding another one, but that's something for another story. I'm here to talk about some indicators that I have come to find that can put you in a position to being targeted. Now, knowing is the first step to overcoming being put in a position where none of us would like to be. I know you don't want to be a target. I sure as heck do not either. So let's look at a few things that I've come to find out to be common denominators with all the victims that I've spoken to, with things that I've witnessed on the job and even off the job. I've had concealed carry permits in 3 different states in which I lived, which reciprocity has allowed me to roam free and with the confidence that if things were to hit the fan, I will be prepared. I see far too often a person looking down on their phones. This is even more prevalent out in public, out in the inner city, out in dark alleys and open spaces. Don't have any wherewithal during these times where the pandemic is even getting worse despite popular opinion, where racism is getting the attention it needs. The financial crisis, can't forget about that. That's being overlooked. You have to be cognizant and be on top of the news first and foremost, because danger zones can shift and play a role on how you pack your EDC and your daily routes. Stop having your head plugged into your phone everywhere you go. Try to get past all the top songs. Try your very best to watch the news before you leave your home. Yes, I know those songs can be hard to resist, but is it worth your safety? Is it worth your health? Is it worth your life? I know it's not. I sure as heck do not want to have my phone being the reason why I became a target. So don't be on your cell phone. Get everything out of the way beforehand. Do everything as much as possible in the house, in a safe space indoors, where you're most comfortable with, where you know the layout better than anybody. Another one is a person who is speaking to you usually is relaxed. A person is usually standing square, meaning their feet are shoulder width naturally, they're even planed, they're talking to you in a calm, not nervous tone. They're looking at you, not staring, not looking at you intently, but in a relaxed fashion, engaging in the conversation, not skipping a beat. But there's other people who may ask a very odd question, something off the wall. Oh, do you know what time it is? Something very generic. It's 2021. Someone should either have a watch, I don't have it on me, I know, or a phone, which they can tell the time. No one generally doesn't ask what time it is. Not even a homeless person doesn't even ask what time it is. So if someone asks you a question that is out of the ordinary, you don't know them, and you didn't come up to them, that alone is a telltale sign that, you know what, you should be on guard. This person may not just want to know the question being asked. They're there to throw you off guard. They may be working in teams. So not only with a wayward question, but some people are so stealth and so brazen and so cold where they will engage in a more sincere conversation of how are you doing, leading up with a question generally like that. Oh, you have a nice outfit, I appreciate it. You know, by the way, do you know where the nearest, Thai restaurant is? Or do you know where I can get some good soul food at? And when you ask that question, this person, you may see their eyes, shift repetitively off. They may be signaling to the other partner or partners that, you know what, this is the one. You have been primed and chosen as their target. So be cognizant of not only who you're around, what questions are being asked, the degree of the question, if generally this person asking the question know it already, and also their eye movement. You want to make sure that they're not looking at you intently. They're looking at you naturally, not looking at you, then shifting their focus somewhere else. And then when you ask them a question or you engage with them during a conversation, they're skipping a beat. They're not engaged, not listening to you, trying to throw you off. You don't want that. And finally, when it comes to meeting someone, the most telltale sign is their stance. For example, like I said before, a person who doesn't have any ulterior motive is going to talk to you normally. They're going to stand square, feet shoulder width apart, limbs relaxed, eyes a maybe assertive but soft tone in the visual state of things. Their voice is not quickened, it's not stuttering, they're not shivering, not sweating. But look at their feet. A person who has ulterior motives has a belated stance. They're trying to maintain their balance. They're primed, more like a boxer or a wrestler. Their hands, they're stretching or they're cracking their knuckles, all right? Or they have some awkward action going on with their hands, trying to loosen the limbs, the muscles, trying to get primed for a fight, That should be more than enough telltale signs to know that, you know what? You need to be prepared. You need to stay strapped and get that bladed stance on yourself. But the best solution to all of this is avoiding this situation altogether. You want to not go out at night. You want to be aware of your surroundings. You want to leave the house with all information that could make you distracted. Out in the field, the battlefield, as I like to call, you want to get that all out of the way. When you're walking down the street, your head is on a swivel. Nothing like a chicken or a person who may be under the influence, but you're not leaving any stone unturned. You want to look over here, you want to look over there, you want to be ready, you want to be relaxed. Check out my video on the concealed carry clothing that I suggest that works best for me, that I have on right now, the very same shirt, the very same pants. You want to be as comfortable as possible. I've been through many situations where adrenaline was high, tensions were out of control. You want to be relaxed. People are always going to be nervous. Those who are most safe, those who are most alert, those who are most experienced also get nervous when SHTF happens, when hits the fan. Another telltale sign is you want to make sure that if you're walking down the street, if you took care of all those prerequisites we just talked about, you checked the news, you already popped in your favorite song when you were getting ready in the morning, before and after your shower, and you head on out, you couldn't change any plans, you may not have a vehicle, it may not be opportune for you to drive, or parking is really, really bad, where you're forced to walk at night by yourself. You're attentive, you're looking around, and someone is following you. Another telltale sign is that when you're walking, people usually walk in public with an intention, whether they're checking the mail, going to their car, going to a store, so on and so forth. They're walking with intention. So if you're walking in public and you notice someone may be in close proximity of you, suddenly change direction. If you're about 100 feet from your destination, you may want to go across the street. You want to do that intentional shift in direction to see if they follow you. And if they do, try another direction. Go in the opposite way. And if they continue to follow you, yes, you are a target. That's why packing and really exercising your Second Amendment rights is muy importante. Very important, people. Sometimes we just can't help it. We've done our homework, we've done our due diligence, but yet and still, we've been chosen. That's why spiritual fitness, that's why exercising your Second Amendment rights is of the utmost importance. Every battle cannot be won. Get your matters in order. Talk to your loved ones. Treat everybody with respect, because you never know when your last will be your last. In the meantime, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm CitizenEdge, Edge Nation. I'm out.
AR block 40, boy, I keep it on me. You don't want no smoke, keep it peaceful, homie. I'm tryna drop some game, put my people on it. Gotta protect my family, I can't leave them lonely. Boy, I keep it on me.